And welcome back to the TV experience here. So we are on episode 5 of Bel Air. Joining me on this review is also, of course, myself, Mr. A&D, and then the man with the reality, the revolutionary Q-Flow, Flow the Rookie.
Yeah, what up, boys?
Yeah, and the greatest sketch lady sketch.
You mean Flo the freshman?
You know what? You right.
Freshman Flow, unofficial Griselda member.
Yes.
Y'all know the vibes.
I'm about to say, look, I was trying to get Prime to, to stay in Philly, to enjoy us, but he on the road right now, so shout out to Prime.
They back to back, man.
Oh yeah, he tired now. Right now, they last time I checked, he was in MSG tonight when we recorded.
Sheesh.
I know. So I'm getting exclusive tour notes, and I'm just like, bro, I'm getting.
They working.
I'm
That's
like, I'm getting exhausted. You just sending me the pictures of the videos. I'm like, I'm tired of seeing crate boxes. Like,
how are y'all doing? Like, I mean, I don't know who set up their tour dates, but my God,
I don't know. Because I don't know. But I was like, you know what? I just realized today that that's not my life. So, but we are like we here in Philly. We kind of talk about Bel Air episode 5. So a couple things has happened now. So Trey is coming out to LA to be with Will for about a week or so.
it was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be
a week.
It was supposed to be a week.
Yeah, supposed to be a week, and then so he gets introduced to all his customers and stuff like that. That was cool. They go to a D Smoke concert. Okay, I'll make sure I get that.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Peep this.
You D-Smoke.
I was just like, I did not know, because I thought it was somebody they made up.
No.
But I'm not the hip hop head like this. And I was like, D Smoke, is it old school? Because Uncle Phil said he knew D Smoke was. He obviously talked about Quest and all of them in the episodes of Old School Rap. So I figured, I was like, well, he wouldn't know a new rapper, would he? But obviously I was wrong about it.
No, D-Smoke is that dude. I'll give him that.
Yeah. He was Grammy nominated like last year, wasn't he?
Yep.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't know any of the new rappers today.
I've played you some D-Smoke.
You probably did. Excuse me, I don't know who that was. To be honest with you, I don't even know who it was. So look, when it comes to rap game, like I told y'all, after 2005, I don't know.
Listen, I know. When I hold it against you,
But,
just know you've heard him before.
Yes. And of course, we already knew that what Uncle Phil said, to all the people at the roller skate was going to come back to haunt him. And this episode, we got no Jeffrey.
Somebody called him 00 Negro, and I died. Bro.
Oh man, we not doing that.
Died. I said accurate, hilarious though, but accurate.
That's hilarious.
So, and then we also, Carlton finds out in this episode why Will is really in Bel Air. So a lot of stuff to cover right now. So did y'all enjoy the episode?
Yeah, it was a good episode.
I felt bad for Will because I feel like he's in a rock and a hard place.
Yes. And like I said, for both of y'all who watched the Fresh Prince more than I did, was there ever a moment where he talked to his mom about coming back to Philly or staying in Bel Air?
There was.
Yeah, there was a. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Q. You the Bel Air expert.
Nah, so there was the one episode where his mom came. She came to LA, and she came out there to hang out with Will, and then she was talking about Will coming back, and Will's like, I don't want to come. The same thing. His mom, just like his mom saying, I know what's good for you, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So same thing. It's pretty accurate.
But it was seasons in, like it didn't take place. The Trey thing happened in the first season. Like Don Cheadle coming and telling him, not to forget where he came from and blah 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 and all of that. That happened in the first season. That was when it was in the old house.
Gotcha. Okay.
But the thing with his mama coming, that was a few seasons in.
Okay. I wonder if they still got the two other sisters in this Bel Air show. You think? Because it was 4 of them, wasn't it?
It was 4 of them. It was the original.
It was Viv, Vi, Janet and
Jennifer Lewis and the one
Jennifer.
who was married to dude from Drew Carey show.
That's Janet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the youngest one. That's Janet. I forgot Jennifer Lewis's.
Janice, I think.
Janice. Wait, was it Janet and Janice?
It would make sense. Vi and Vivian.
Vi and Vivian.
And then Janet and Janice.
That is lazy and lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but okay.
Oh, Helen.
So maybe the youngest one is Janice.
The youngest one is Janice. Where did I get Janet from?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wonder if they're gonna. Well, I mean, it's
bring them in. I mean, it would probably be later because honestly, their characters weren't really. Weren't really there for development. It was just like more common, like punchlines.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that was punchlines, they've kind of like removed. Gotcha.
Yeah, they removed deeply.
Right.
So when Trey comes up to L.A. to Bel Air, he sees, them there. He sees the big mansion. He thinks it's an art studio, stuff like that. Just makes a little good life. But as he's there, he keeps getting a hint like, okay, he keeps on these little shit like, oh, yeah, it's cool, but but since Rashad is dead, it's time to come back home. You see, whatever the problem was, the problem's dead now. So basically, you come back because the team suck. We need you. The coach is asking about you, and everybody's asking about you when you gonna come back. But you can tell that Will's kind of like, yeah, but I kind of got used to this. To be honest with you, and be honest with you, I ain't gonna be mad at him. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Looking at this as an adult, I'm looking at Trey like, man, why would you be so concerned with him trying to come back? But I'm like, you asking for a lot of emotional maturity from a 6-year-old who has been shocked.
Yes.
Behind some mess that Will got them into.
That was Will's fault.
Yeah, it was Will's fault.
So I'm like, I could see why he would be mad. Whereas it's like, bro, you left me high and dry. You out here living a high life. And I got to go back to the hood and still deal with these Negroes.
Yeah.
Even though they, like, the leader is dead, that don't mean they not still running around terrorizing everything. And
I still don't think he did for real.
I don't know. We ain't see Double O Negro this episode, so
we really did. And I'm kind
of he might have went out there and did it himself. He just might have.
Which I thought it was gonna be like a post credit scene. Like you just see Jeffrey like
not a post credit
with
scene.
The barrel right there, the smoke coming up, and put them in the trunk.
You know what I'm saying, bro? You drew. Not a post credit scene. Yeah. But I think he'll come back next episode and we'll get a little more tip because Will is going to ask him like what happened with Bull. I don't know. It's just I understand why they would want him to come back, but again, like let things die down a bit. He did completely dodge a gun charge. Like let this man stay where he at least to the end of the school year. And then he can decide, okay, I want to go back to Philly. I want to go back because stuff will, chill out.
Yeah.
But also, why would you want your kid to come back in the middle of the school year anyway? Why keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? All right, just stay out there till the school year is done. And then you can come back to Philly for probably what? They probably in 11th grade or something like that?
Yeah.
Come back to Philly for your senior year if you want to. I mean, that part I was just like, she just lonely. she lonely in the house.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think I would be in such a rush for him to come back.
How about you, Q? How you feel about the situation?
Yeah, no, I agree. He first off, he's having he's enjoying his life out there.
He's having success out there. He is. He got a basketball team.
I wouldn't want to come back either. You know what I'm saying? Not, but and then y'all know me. I hate the snow, so ain't nobody try to come back to that snow. So nah, man, I don't blame him for wanting to stay. Now the situation getting out. That's where it's kind of like, all right, we in a sticky situation now because Carlton. He getting on my nerves.
So look,
blackmailing my man. Like,
here's the thing. I don't know where it's gonna the tipping point is gonna be at, because I thought on numerous episodes before that we were going to get to the tipping point, and it just seems like it happened, and the next episode, it's just like we slowly did not address it, and I'm just like, are we shaking the bottle? And it's like eventually it's just going to like explode, because when they all had their Hillary, who's about to move out,
had the influencer dinner.
Had the influencer dinner, bringing them all there, showing different influencer shit she was moving in with. So while she was making the dinner for our RDC World, Trey was
RDC World.
Trey was sipping alcohol.
He definitely was drinking wine, and nobody noticed.
And I was just like, okay. And then loose lips sinks the ships. He was over there telling Carlton,
everything.
I was just like, this thing.
Yes, every time he said something, I was just like, shut up. Ooh, shut up. Like the whole time. Because one, all of this is being recorded. Because they had to record it, like the camera going, which is how they ended up catching Uncle Phil talking about Hillary. But also, shut up. Why would you come out here and just be talking about that like everything was everything?
Facts, but also
I didn't think Carlton would find out so early.
I thought Carlton, when they said Trey was coming, I said before the episode ended.
Bless you.
Was that a sneeze?
Yeah, he sneezed.
That was me. I sneezed.
Bless you. Okay. Before the last episode ended, and he said, "I want Trey to come," I was like, Trey is going to be the one to tell, like, to spill the beans. I knew it, because he gonna come out here, just acting like Will did when he first got here, and he just had a little liquid courage, and told everything.
But here's the thing, though. He probably came out there thinking that they already knew what the situation was.
But even still, why is that something that you would just openly discuss at a dinner table with a bunch of strangers?
Or just Carlton.
Carlton's not completely a stranger, because apparently they knew each other from when they were kids. But these other people are strangers.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting at the table with me and my homie got like jammed up or arrested, shot, whatever, I'm not fit. That's not dinner party talk.
It isn't, but that's not how it came up, though.
I'm aware, but again,
he was like, "This is just like Will's going home party too." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And then it was like,
yes, and then more, yes. I'm just saying, but still, it'd have been like, "Oh yeah, he's like, he coming back. He gonna come back. We can discuss it later or something." I don't know. That part to me, I was like, "This is a perfect way to set this up." But I personally would not have been sitting at the table with a bunch of people talking about how Will got arrested and I got shot and the dude is dead now. And
so as Carter's hearing all this, and then he finally goes approach his dad, about this, I was like, "Oh God, what's gonna happen?"
Oh, he gonna blow something up.
Oh, Carlton?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's gonna make.
He's gonna make Will's life a living hell.
I'm so worried that this next couple episodes, he gonna piss me off.
Can we get to the elephant in the room?
What's the elephant in the room?
Can we get to the elephant in the room?
You're not talking about Ashley, are you?
Oh no. Why Michael Ealy in this show? They trying to get revenge. They trying to get revenge. Oh, we replacing Uncle Phil with a light-skinned man.
Yo.
See how y'all like it.
No. Listen. Yo. So I just remembered the person who said Double O Negro also said they called Michael Ealy and asked him, "Can you talk like you have a concussion?"
I said, as soon as I heard him talking, I'm like, oh hell no, I know that ain't who I think it is. Big Boy at ATL. I know that ain't who I think it is.
The same thing. I was just like, bruh, what are you doing here?
How did I not think?
He is typecast. He is the crazy, obsessive stalker man now. In everything.
Yo,
that's really his tech. That's just really what's making his bread and butter right now. And why did I not even think that if Hillary was going to have somebody that was going to be a partner in the artiste like her, that it would not be Michael Ealy?
Vivian.
That wasn't Hillary.
Vivian.
Vivian, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I say her homie, the one who trying to get up in Jeffrey's pants, is the one who set that up.
Yeah. Because everything's like she want him to leave Phil to go.
No, she don't.
What's she talking about?
She just want her to be an artist again.
Yeah. He was calling her by her maiden name. He said Vivian Smith. Banks.
Banks. Get out of here, Michael Ealy.
Oh, God.
Why is Michael Ealy in this show? Out of all the light-skinned people you could get, why Michael Ealy?
Because that's the one that is made for putting on plastic gloves and hide underneath your bed. That's what he's good at doing now.
That is what he's for. He is here to be the obsessive stalker guy.
And he has the voice for that. He won't for being
he does got that pretentious art prick type of archetype.
Yeah.
Look, he went from being urban youth barber to now just literally stalking every single woman
in every movie. It's ridiculous.
It's almost $2 million to count.
Yeah. So I'm hoping he's not a big character.
They try and get revenge, man. They gave Uncle Phil a light skinned woman. They said we gonna see how y'all like it.
Stop.
Give Viv a light skinned man.
And even when he's not trying to be creepy, in movies he be creepy. Remember in Think Like a Man, but Taraji was sleeping. He just woke up. He just there. Yeah, he's better than you. Know
Shut up, yo.
You know.
And you sound like a guy.
Yeah. I made it with the packaging and stuff that you had in your kitchen. You know, he just in my kitchen, just ramshake through my refrigerator to make the egg Benedict.
Stop.
You don't got to have in your kitchen to do that.
Latest man.
I got no eggs and one pork roll. I would love to see him come up there and make me some shit like that. That's creepy.
Bruh. All I can say is I hope he is not he's not a character that's here to wreck their house. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you can smell all over.
I just said I hope.
No, ain't no hope. It's happening. It's like Carlton is going to mess up what Phil got going on, or what Will got going on here.
Both of them.
Yes.
Because he feels betrayed. He already felt betrayed because he felt like Will was moving in on his dad. Now he feels betrayed because his dad has been all, follow the law and blah, blah, blah and all of that. And he bent those rules that he instilled in Carlton to help Will. So...
Oh, Carlton, you gotta get over that.
It's about to be... Also, side note, this is not really about the show, but it is. Y'all gotta stop calling Carlton ugly. What's wrong with y'all? Like, he can be an asshole, but y'all don't have to come at this young man like that.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm on social media.
People was calling him ugly, and I was like, what's wrong with y'all?
He should have learned from Tariq and Power. Once they hate you, you catching it.
Yeah, they just be mad at you for real, not your character, which is
they hate you in real life. Congratulations, you're an actor.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. He's doing his job to really get underneath my skin. So,
yes, is his character a dickhead for sure? But
because I'm worried oh God, is he gonna try to ruin the Uncle Phil's campaign?
I feel like he's gonna hold it over his head. Like he's gonna try and guilt him and make him feel bad, and he's gonna make Will's life a living hell, like he was trying to before they called their quote unquote truce.
I got a question.
Yeah,
is that cookie place real?
The what?
Where the cookie place where Trey got outfitted cookies?
Oh, that 4th Street.
Yeah, it's in Red
4th Street cookies. Oh, all right.
If you go in, I can tell you exactly where it's at. If you where they had a underpass part where you cross from the convention center
to Arch Street. Is that Arch Street?
Arch Street is the next one up. So when you go past that little block, the first entrance you hit when you get to Renton Terminal is where 4th Street Cookies is at.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to make an appearance. Them cookies look good.
Yeah, they did. I said, I know 2 people in Philly who would know where this is at.
They also have the cookie dough itself on GoPuff. If you can order it, you can. Okay. They have the frozen cookie dough you can bake yourself.
I thought he was gonna bring him a cheesesteak with the grease.
Bro, if it had been a cheesesteak in that box, I'd have been like, all right, bro, because what?
I told you they pandering for meat.
I'm about to say, how the hell you get a cheesesteak from Philly to
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was gonna be a cheesesteak too, but 4th Street cookies makes more sense.
No, that's not too crazy. Rick Dollars brought me a po' boy back and some beignets. Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl, I hope it was shrink wrap.
I'm about to say, bro, there was no bread left.
Brought me a whole po' boy and some beignets. It was all good.
I had the worst beignets, bro. I should have went to the original one when I was down there, and I went to the one that was in like the little mall thing attached to our hotel because I couldn't get to the original. It was the worst. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't as great as the originals so I've heard. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So if y'all come to Philly, 4th Street cookies, y'all. Red German.
4th Street cookies, right?
Yeah. So,
but yeah. I'm waiting to see because now everybody, you know what when good shows come, there's always the outrage, and they are mad that Ashley
like girls
is queer. Yeah,
but
curious.
She has made it clear that she is still like finding herself. That's why she talked to the girl at the party, and she was just like, you don't have to define yourself as anything. You may like boys, you may like girls. She's 12. She just knows right now she's attracted to Lucia. She might be attracted to, I don't know, Robert, you know.
I thought that boy, remember when she was dating that boy and he was like, "Can I blow in your ear?" I think that was him.
That's weird.
I know.
Don't ask to blow in my ear. But no, that the kid that when she was at the house clearly likes her. But she was asking about Lucia.
Honestly, I don't get why everybody's so upset in that kind of. I get why people are upset. And people are upset because they just don't want to be honest with what it is. They hate that what they grew up loving has been touched. Yeah. That's all it is. And that's truly all it is. Me personally, I'm just like, since I'm not that connected to Fresh Prince, that I like the show, absolutely. Love Will Smith. Like I said, if I watch an episode, I cannot tell you what season this is. But I remember watching that episode.
Well,
you know, so I'm telling you my level of fan base.
No. I agree with you. But people are outraged because they feel like, there are lots of people who feel like because there is more LGBTQ representation in shows now, like, oh, they're shoving it down our throat.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, these people have always existed, just did not have a spot on television. Trust me, television has come through much evolution. Yeah. There was a time where they did not talk about women being pregnant on TV. There was a time where they didn't have married couples laying in the same bed on TV. There was a time where you didn't see no black people on TV or no Latino people on TV. Like, there was a lot of time. Like, trust me, it goes in waves. You can't just be like, oh, they're trying to. It's an agenda, bruh. These people exist, whether you personally know them. Because if you are behaving this way in real life, they're not gonna come and tell you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you acting this outraged about a TV show, you think of the person that you know in your real life is going to come to you and be like, I'm gay, or I'm bisexual, or I'm a lesbian, or whatever. You think they're going to come and tell you that? They're not going to feel comfortable. So
not at all.
Trust me, they're around you. They just don't trust you.
Yeah,
that's just the facts. But honestly, the real thing we should be upset about is y'all Judy Winslow and Ashley. We see Ashley. We've seen her probably 30 minutes the entire time these shows been on.
Uh-huh.
She be in the scene for 35 seconds tops.
Well, I mean, because honest, you know, I don't want to say her storyline is not important because it is. Because she's dealing with, you know, her emotions like that. But I don't even want to put her in all the drama shit. And I think we're going to get Ashley. I think we got the same amount of time with Jeffrey as we did with Ashley. It just Jeffrey's stuff is more impactful, but we've got literally the same amount of time, if not less time, with Jeffrey as the same way with Ashley.
I mean, I agree, but I'm saying if you want to be upset about something with Ashley, be upset that we see her in one scene an episode, and that's it. And then we move on to the next episode, and maybe we'll get her in a scene and a half. Like, yeah. And I know it's not as. The reason why the Ashley and Jeffrey characters aren't as prevalent is because it's not that. Like I said before, Jeffrey was here for a punchline. Jeffrey was here, to crack jokes.
And that is new Jeffrey tied in.
But I say exactly that is Jeffrey. He is not that. He is a house manager. He gets shit done.
Yeah.
And Ashley, the same way, when in the first few seasons, she was there, you know, in and out because she was really young. And she became more prevalent in the later seasons once she got a little older and started to find her footing or whatever. But exactly, but that's what I'm more upset about. Like, y'all better not Judy Winslow this baby. She better not walk up the steps and not come back.
Yes. I know. I don't think that's the case. So I think like right now, there's just so much, literally heavy stuff coming from all angles, especially done with Uncle Phil and the whole campaign. Because we didn't get into that because they're telling him that you got to ease back on the whole police officer thing, and you know. And with Dwayne Martin showing what his campaign is looking like.
Dwayne Martin been depressed. Tisha going, all right. He been up there emotionally eating. He said a Martin reunion. That's probably what he said. You serious? She was like this motherfucker. Shut up.
And we got a situation with that, like all to come on his head, and to the point where I'm just like, okay. I'm actually kind of concerned that I don't know if Uncle Phil's going to win.
Same, because I'm not going to lie. When he first did that, I thought that he was doing lip service. Like, he was just saying it because it was like the hot button issue, whatever, and that was the audience he was in front of. I was like, oh, he actually believes this. Which is why he's, like he said to Dwayne Martin, I could win. I'm a threat.
Yeah.
That's why they coming for me. I was like, now when he told them that and they was just standing there in front of the escalator, I was like, oh, he really believe this. So if something happens, like if he wins, old boy's job, he probably feels like his job is in danger.
That's why they Carl to come in. See, because I have a feeling, I don't want to think this way, but I have a feeling that he is going to be like the worst hated character.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I'm so to the point where like people got to go try to bomb his real house.
Like, don't do that.
You know, God forbid.
Don't put that out in the universe.
Or knock on the wood on that. I'm just saying because right now he is becoming such a piece of shit, and especially the way he told Will, you know, don't come around me or Lisa, you know. You know, anymore, and then even Lisa like, yo, what's up with Will? Because he feels like he can enforce his will to the point where I think it's going to be the point that even if Will does a fucked up stuff, because we're not perfect, and I don't know I don't truly that he can get it through his head that we are not perfect people. People are going to fuck up.
I don't think that. No, he's never had that. He's never had that issue. They've been groomed to be that way. Yeah. That's why he moves the way he does. But I do think, first of all, I'm not going to lie. I knew it was going to happen. He was going to try and put the moves on Lisa. But I just thought it was so funny because Will is nowhere around. And she still ain't checking for you, bro. Because you out here snorting Xanax. Stop. Like, no. She don't want you. The end. I do think that he is going to use this against Will, obviously. I think what's going to probably happen is he's probably going to tell Lisa. Because he is...
You know what's crazy? He's going to tell Uncle Phil not really getting in, you know what I mean, in good graces with the cops. She's going to... Fred's going to overhear it. And he's going to overhear that Phil played the system, and it's going to get Will in trouble because Carlton wants to run his mouth.
But how would it get Will in trouble? It'll get
I mean, it's going to get... Well, no. It's going to get Phil in trouble, I meant to say, not Will. But yeah, he's going to tell Lisa somehow. Either they're going to argue in person or over the phone, and Fred's going to overhear it. And yeah.
Excuse me.
God, if you got something built up like that, it's like, how the hell we would get out this?
I don't know.
This mess when it happened.
I've been trying to still figure out how many episodes we getting.
Did we ever get a final number? Did you find that out or no?
No, I don't know.
Because if it's 10, then we halfway through.
Yes. If it's 10, we're halfway through.
But like debut seasons and stuff don't always be that long. So I'm kind of like antsy. Like, is it going to be like 8 or 10? Because if it's 8, we only got 3 episodes left.
Well, right now we also get to the big climax of the thing of the Will and Trey breakup, which hurts.
I did
because I was like, I hope it's the end of Trey. Because I didn't want it to be the end of Don Cheadle back in the day neither. But it was like, but go back to Philly, that's it.
Sometimes you outgrow folks. The problem is, I know it's gonna be people who were like, no man, because he went out there, he getting all Hollywood. But this is the thing. At certain points, it's like he's grown in such a short time. Because the whole reason they ended up in this whole mess was he was so concerned with, if I ain't got I'm sorry. If I ain't got West Philly, I ain't got nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like,
on my rep,
got us in this whole mess, and you had an opportunity to get out of Philly in the first place. And you went out here because you wanted to be cocky, and you went start playing with fire.
Cocky motherfucker.
And then got yourself in trouble. Now
Trey told you don't go there.
Exactly. And now you've been given another chance after everything that happened to get yourself out of trouble. But I gotta be the one to still deal with it. I gotta take the scrapes. All because of something that you did. Mm-hmm. I will, like I said earlier, that part of it is unfair. Yeah. Unfortunately, life ain't fair. But that part of it I do see is unfair, bro. You got us both into this mess, and I still got to go home and live with it. But you get to stay out here and, like, live in a lap of luxury.
That is right. That's why, now, as an adult, because my wife had to notify me. I was looking to do it to the adult size, not the kids' eyes, and 16-year-old eyes. Because I was like, the adult in me was just like, bruh. The closer you remain friends with this guy, and they bring you out, and you become part of that family, eventually, some of that overflowing stuff comes over to you. But when you 16, you just got shot.
Yeah.
You ain't. I'm thinking at 16, I wouldn't be thinking like that. It's all about you like,
abandoned me.
You abandoned me. I'm like, okay, I have to think like that because me being a 33-year-old man, I'm sitting there like, bro. Summers and holidays, and we got a week, or basically whenever you'll fly me out, I gotta pay and come there and live the luxury. I get to go backstage and see celebrities and eat the finest of foods and be there, be a family friend. And just in the event, I'm not saying this always happens, so I ain't trying to put a fairy tale out there, but just in the event that something happens, he need help or whatever the case may be, I've had situations like that where it's like, we're willing to help you out because of how close you are with because friends do become family down the line. It'd be like, so usually I'm not saying this is a lot of people, but I have reaped the benefits of certain me being a friend of certain families, and the next thing you know is like, okay, I'm family to you. Yeah. My house is your house type deal. Mm-hmm. But I do understand not seeing that after you get shot.
I'm about to say you got shot.
Yes.
Behind some mess that you started and then just got whisked away.
And then they'll tell you don't even want to come back. Cause see, now he has new friends, and then of course he has his other family, his cousins, stuff like that, and his aunts like that. I still just got Philly. I guess some of the friends that we met in school, but my best friend, my homie, he's gone. And whether people, no matter how popular they are or how people think how they are in high school, it's always that one person that's like truly your closest friend. Yeah. Or somebody that you ride with. You can always be associated with everybody else or be friends with everybody else, but that was your road dog. We walk home together, we hang out at the store together, we cheat together, we play games together, we talk to each other. But I'm saying, but when it's gone, yeah, I'm lonely. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say that, I'm trying to be hard. But I'm saying, but yeah, I'm shy and lonely. And to be honest with you, I also think Trey looks at it like, you know what? You sending me back to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sending me back to die. Like, dude, I know West Philly ain't that great. I know this out here is better.
But I tried to tell you that. Like, you have a chance to get out of here. Don't mess this up. And you messed it up. Like, that's just the facts.
Even to the point where it's just like, dude, even so, I kind of, maybe low key, like, under all that emotion and all that wall, I kind of do want you to stay here, but I want to stay here with you.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a thing where it's like, bro, I wish I could live this life too, but you don't have you're not emotionally mature enough to, like, articulate that when you are 16 and you feel like you're being left behind.
Yeah.
You know, and especially when you living in the hood, some people already had a feeling of, oh, y'all think y'all better than us anyway, kind of do. Not everybody, but he could already be feeling like, bro, I gotta go back to, like, your bedroom right now is as big as our, like, bottom floor.
Yeah.
So what the hell? Why would I want to go back to this and you just here? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess when he feel like it, you know, he going back to Philly to talk shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He finna go dog with.
So, is this the last time we see Trey, or do we see Trey any more times in the series? Or do we focus on just growing Will
I think we might.
I think we might see Trey again. Only because it's a drama, and I feel like Carlton could do some sneaky shit and try and contact Trey to get, like, more of the story or whatever. Because he didn't get everything. Like, he told him the gist of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, if he's trying to get more information, he's not going to get it out of Will.
Yeah.
He's not going to get out of Uncle Phil. So maybe we see him again. But if it's anything like the first series, we won't.
Oh, that sucks. But I said, I know it'll probably focus more on Will being friends with Jazz. You know,
that would be cool.
And getting that relationship up, because obviously, you know, he's still in the hill. He's in the Hillary, and we got no Jazz this episode.
And Jazz is, I'm getting the impression that Jazz is a bit older than him.
Jazz, I think he was always older than Will, though.
Was he?
I think so.
I don't know. Because I never really got the impression. Maybe because, like, you have the pretext that they're, you know, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, you know, they're around the same age or whatever.
Yeah.
But in this show, I get the idea that Jazz is an adult.
Well, you wasn't gonna get it in the role for sure because he
was goofy.
Yeah.
I get the impression that he's an adult. Like, he's working, he runs a record shop, he does the driving and all that jazz. Not to be, no pun intended. Yeah. But I don't know. I get the idea that he may be like an adult that's kind of like trying to just, a young adult. That it would be weird for him to be really hanging out with a 16-year-old.
Good point. Or he could be 19. He could be like that kind of old. Like I never knew what the Jazz and Will age difference was.
Not in the regular one.
I know the height difference, but I don't know the I don't know the
not
age
the height difference.
If they're going in their real ages, isn't Will like in real life older? Are they both the same age? Or
I think they're around the same age.
Okay.
I think.
All right, so where do we rate this episode?
So are we ranking it against the other ones or just on its own?
Oh, they're just on its own. I
give it an A.
Would you say Q-Flow?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, Lisa.
I was just saying I give it an
A. Yeah. How about you, Q?
I'll give it an A. It was pretty good. I like the dynamics. Wasn't like I said, I wasn't expecting Carlton to find out so quick, but now that he does, like, you know, let's just see how long it's going. I'm telling you, it's going to get to Fred. Let's just see how long it's going to take him to get there. Unless, you know, Jeffrey comes and tells him, "Yo, you gotta relax." But I don't know. We'll see.
I agree. I give a show about an A also. Not quite a Nerdgasm just yet, but I did enjoy the show, and I do want people to just give it a chance, like I did, because I know I've seen people that is hating on it before they even watch it, and they didn't even tell on themselves that they hadn't even gone out to even chance to watch it. You don't have to like it, because it's like a really mixed bag of stuff about it. What you gonna say, Lisa?
I wasn't originally interested in watching it either, because I'm just sick of reboots. And it was nothing personally against Bel Air, but I was just like, bro, I'm tired of seeing reboots. But I watched it and it ended up being good, and I'm like, now I'm into it. So give it a shot. It's not like if you don't like it, that's it. Don't watch it again. It's not like it's a TV show. You have to go to Peacock and search this out.
Reboots don't bother me because depending on what you're rebooting. Mm-hmm. I don't like recent reboots such as Mark Webb SpiderMan, and then also then we got to do the MCU SpiderMan.
I was about to say, I'm hearing this reboot of Proud Family, ain't it?
I haven't heard many great things about it either. But they roast Sticky out.
Oh, Sticky gone?
Orlando Brown is...
That's right. He's fucked up.
I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, no,
he's actually fine. I don't know why he didn't take the role.
Well, at the time when they started shooting, I think he was still going through some things.
Because he got clean. He found the Lord. Like, he's good. But I guess it's too late.
But here's the like when we from 2012 to 2017 when the new Spider-Man came out, or let's go at this from when the main Spider-Man ended 2014. The 2017 we got a new Spider-Man. That was
2014.
Yeah, that was a 3-year change, which the world has changed, but it ain't changed but that much. Mm-hmm. You know, compared to the first person that came out in 1990.
Yeah.
To 2022, I'm like, I don't mind a reboot because I would like to see what that story was put in this modern setting of what the world looks like today. And like I was saying before, the Fresh Prince never had a story that was really that PG. They made it PG, but the story really wasn't a PG story. And we never, so that's why when it comes to me on certain reboots, I don't mind the reboots depending on how it's been handled. And, you know, because I would like, there's certain things I would look back at, or we watch shows and be like, yo, man, how the hell okay, well, you know, it can't happen today, and then they'll take it, let's just put it in this kind of setting. Well,
I mean, maybe that this was a good way to transition into what they were trying to do with the original series toward the end. Because Will Smith was saying in his book that he felt the moment that Fresh Prince jumped the shark was when he got shot. So it was like, now y'all trying to tackle all these serious storylines. It doesn't work in the context of what's been happening on the show. So I guess it, you know, it gives it a fresh take. Like, you know, it's a different perspective for the show. I just, in general, a lot of the reboots that they've been trying to reboot have been not so great. Like the Wonder Years I watched a couple nights ago, and it was pretty good. I was like, okay, cool. You know, I was a little skeptical of that as well.
But it's like, we remember the one.
I think the difference with the Black Wonder Years though is that like it's all different characters.
Well, like I said, I haven't seen it yet, but it's still just like, okay, we obviously get the perspective of the white kid from Wonder Years. Mm-hmm. What about a little black kid?
A black kid growing up in the late 60s, 70s. Yeah. I mean, it's a different perspective because in the episode I watched, they were tackling how her mom was going to lose her land if they didn't do something because it was purchased through sharecropping.
You watched the recent episode.
What happened?
I said you watched the recent episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just on while I was cooking. And I was like, oh. Like, that's not something you would have seen in the original Wonder Years, but something that's relevant to the time when they're, like, that this takes place.
Yeah.
For a black family.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, this is cool. And it has humor. It had its deep moments. I like Dule Hill, you know. Checks the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I would say I agree, give it a chance. You gotta understand that now things are gonna be different. Like, just it's 2022 now. Stuff is not gonna be the same way it was in 1990.
And you're right, and things in 2032 is gonna be different. So
oh god.
I'm just saying, so you know, the world is going to be changing. Things are going to be improving. Things are going to get worse, better, and all that kind of stuff. So you know, we're able to talk about these certain things on TV now. And you know, if you don't like it, you just don't like it. And
I mean, that's the facts. You don't have to turn to it. I don't know. When people become more comfortable talking about certain things, then it'll appear in pop culture. Mm-hmm. That's just the facts.
All right, guys. So, post your comments down below. How do you feel about episode 5? We'll be back next week with episode 6. Don't even know what. I ain't see no trailer though, so I don't know what's gonna happen in episode 6. But hopefully, I plan on bringing up some more TV shows to review. I do want to go check out the Proud Family.
I'm scared.
I mean, you know,
I'm scared too.
I go and check it, and I'm like, I thought, Swag's a little busy at the moment. I thought he was gonna talk about Abbott Elementary also.
We gonna have to start us to Abbott Elementary without Swag, all right?
Yeah. So
Swag out here living his best life without us. He is Will Smith and we Trey. I hope he hears this.
He won't.
I know.
But all right, guys. So once again, this is NCFS to be Children Staying D. Freshman Flow, Q Flow.
Yes, sir. Y'all be good, man.
In the Great Sketch Lady Sketch.
It's been real.
I'm about to get a phone call. Oh no. Okay. And see you on the next channel.